Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and we have another humble bundle of interest to game developers. But this one's a little bit different, not because, well actually it's different for a couple of reasons. First off, the contents are a bit different. It's a collection of icon packs around a number of different themes. Also, I'm pretty sure I've bought this one already, so I'm actually going to show you in this video how to check Humble to see if you already own something or not, which is probably a useful skill if you are a digital pack rat like me. Alright, let's jump in. The way this works, Humble bundle collection of stuff, in this case graphics around a common theme, in this case game development, and you can decide how your money is allocated. You can have it go to the publisher, towards charity, towards Humble, or if you so choose, and thanks so much if you do, to go and support Game From Scratch. Broken down into tiers, and we'll jump in at the tiers. You buy the highest dollar value tier, you get all of the tiers below it. And this bundle is incredibly straightforward, as it is a bunch of graphical packs. We'll open one up, you'll get an idea of what is actually in each bundle, but yeah, let's take a look. So at the $1 tier, or $1.50 in poor Canadian money, especially these days, damn you oil prices. So anyways, at the $1 tier US, and this will be localized to whatever your current currency is. So if you're in lira, it'll be lira. If you're in pounds, you're in pounds. If you're making up your currency, it'll probably make up a number for you. So at the $1 tier, you pay $1, you get all of this stuff. You get the Fantasy Weapons Icon Pack, the Blue Loot Box, the Jewelry Icons Pack, Armor Icons Pack, and then Flat Skills Icons. Any one of these things you can drill down, get a bit more detail of what's inside. So in this case, you're seeing each icon is a 512 by 512 pixel PSD. That's the original Photoshop document file. And there's 168 total icons in there. The nice thing about getting the raw image files is you can often modify them to your heart's content. So that is definitely nice. They're not just generated pings. You get the source graphics in this case. If we jump up to the next tier, wow, we jumped up a lot here. So we went from $1.50 Canadian or $1 to, what's that, maybe $15 US. So if you pay $15 US or $22.42 in Canadian Tire money, you get the following icon packs. You get a bunch more at this tier, by the way. So you get Spellbook Page 1, Page 2, Page 3. By the way, that's not just a page of spellbooks. Each one of those is a set of up to like 104 icons. So if you're making an RPG game and you got spells, could be a good choice for you. We get up to page 4. Then we get sci-fi icons, sci-fi skill icons, pirate-themed icons, witchcraft icons, fruit and vegetable icons. And I suppose if you're making a fruit game, it works. But speaking of which, if you're making a gem games, you get a gem game icon, trading icons, RPG armor sets, weapon icons, loot icons, herbal icons, and prehistoric age icons. Now, what you saw probably when you saw some of these game things is, can I use these in a game? The last time we had an issue with this particular publisher, it was verified, and the answer is yes, you can use these graphics commercially, no additional license required. All right, so we get to the final tier, $28.50 Canadian, which is good for a lowly $20 US or whatever your currency is. You get the bags and boxes icons, scrolls and books, magic items, potion icons, resources and craft icons, weapons and armor icons, fishing icons, hunting icons, forest icons, necromancer icons, sci-fi armor icons, mining icons, that word is getting hard to say, icons, trophy icons, barbarian icons, engineering craft icons, food icons, spellbook, page 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, which makes me really wonder what was on page... Oh, no, we did get 4. Never mind. We get all the pages. I thought they were hiding one from us. All right, so after all the spell books, you get skill icons, flat sci-fi pack, and then the strategy game icon set. So if you are creating a game with some kind of a user interface or a menu or inventory systems, or you're making a match 3 style game, this set might be ideal for you. Obviously, this is a very niche bundle. So yeah, it's going to be a little random, the value of this one to you. The work is all pretty high quality. And speaking of which, I told you when we started on, I could show you how to check to see if you own something. The way you do it is log into your Humble account, go to your library section. The nice thing is you can also use this to re-download things at any time. That's the cool thing about purchasing on Humble. They are also basically your file system host for this stuff. All right, so go in, check your library. In your library, in this particular case, the publisher is Rexard. You could have also gotten here by doing icon, and it will in real time search for all the icon packs you have found. But since we know it is Rexard, let's come in here and search for our buddy Rex. So, Rex. It can be a little slow, by the way, because it's real-time searching as you're typing each character. And there you see. So we got all of the sets going on here. One I verified. So a couple of these have slightly different names from before because you got mega packs, which I think contain all the other stuff. But you're going to want to come in here and make sure that you're not already buying the icons you want, because there's a pretty good chance that you have these already from, I think it was called a Fantasy Icon Pack. So in this case, a lot of the icons are maybe packed together. But here we go. Weapon RPG Icons Pack. So this is available right, where did weapons go? I think that's in the second tier. Yeah, so this icon pack right here, kind of randomly chosen. We're going to take a look at it now. So I think that's all. Yeah, so there, I opened it up. I downloaded it. It's a zip file. You open up the zip file, open inside, and you will see you have a collection of PNG rendered, ready to go, or the PSD source file. The source file is actually quite large. The PNG resulting files, here you've got transparent background and a black background, and they're all broken down into particular categories. So let's say you needed a polearm, come in here, and then you have a number of different images all in the compressed format. So let's go ahead, open one of those up. There is one of the polearms. Let's go to another one in the list. It's pretty straightforward. It's a bunch of 512 by 5, oh no, in this case 256 by 256 pixel icons that you can use in your game. Now go back to the beginning of this archive again, and let's zoom in there, and let's open up that PSD file. I'm gonna open that up in, let's do Affinity Photo, see how well it does for this. And all right, 1 second. No, I think it's going to load in real time, so I'll just wait for it to happen. Here we go. I'm not going to download that. And testing. All right, here we go. So we got all of the icon packs together in one PSD. Don't know if they split this all into various different layers. Yep, they did. So split it into layers, split it into icons. So here we've got the ammunition icons, we've got axes, we've got bows, we got all this different stuff in here. So I can turn them off. There you go. So if you wanted to grab a subset, you can grab them out of the chunk. And then for each one, you can jump in on it. And it is its own particular layer, like so. So you could grab out anything you want. You could render those out into, PNG or JPEG or whatever. Or if you want to make things a little bit bloodier, you can come on in here and bloody things up a bit. So let's add some blood. All right. So my flow is a little big. Okay, so let's make that a little bit smaller. All right, so I add some little blood to this guy. There you go. All right, so now we got a bloody dagger. So you can modify these things to fit your game of choice. And that's kind of the nice thing about having the raw high-resolution source files. You can change up as you wish, kind of customize or add to your style, or you can extract individual icons out and render them at a resolution that you are happy with. All right, so that is it. That is the, what is this thing called again? The Fantasy, let's go back and read the name. The Humble 700 Game Dev Icons Bundle. All right, that's a mouthful. So this one's, again, a kind of an interesting one. It's not going to appeal to everybody for sure. And do 100% make sure, if you are a hoarder like me, to come in here, check for Rexart, make sure you do not already own the icons that you yourselves are interested in. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you all later. Goodbye.